Welcome back to Tabletop Theater. Let's take a look at where we're at in the story. We're zooming, where the camera fades in again on the city of Iman and goes in through the streets of the streets. Everybody's going about their daily business. The camera approaches the Church of the Platinum Dragon. Goes in through the through that secret panel that is there, that leads down into the Arcana Pansophago. Once again, down to the round table where currently Zathras, Leia, Veritas, and Wusterion are all sitting around the normal round conference table, waiting their summons. From what they've summoned, they're waiting for Allura or somebody else from the Arcana Pansophago to greet them. But right now, you're all gathered as you've been summoned individually. The camera just lingers on you guys as a group. Do you have anything to talk amongst yourselves at all?
Sorry, guys. I got a cold. I might be coughing a lot today. Hopefully we won't give our location away.
How's that any different from the usual?
I'm not abysmal at stealthing, but it's never, you're right, it's never been my forte.
So how long before your cigar gets cut out again? You know she doesn't like you smoking in here.
Well, that's her problem, not mine.
Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back.
There we go.
One.
Perfect.
2. Done. Okay, let's go on.
Ooh, I like this name.
Don't give him ideas, Froggy.
No, actually, it's ever chewing. It's chewing on it.
That's because I don't endorse grill smoking, so I'm just using liquid.
And Carlos is doing the vape pen.
Vaping is a sin.
It is. Drugs, bad for you. Caffeine is the
So is
worst.
sugar.
Sugar,
I have sugar, I have alcohol, and I have caffeine all in one.
Yeah, that'll. What's
I'm gonna go get a
called?
drink. I can't handle you sober.
Oh, Froggy, I'll be honest. It's bourbon cream that I put in my coffee today.
Oh, I should probably. What is this? I'll put my phone on mute.
That'd be good.
I thought I could permit Froggy to put the clip in here, but he probably can anyway because he's a VIP.
Here's my Halloween shirt.
I'm so sorry, guys. My had a knock at the door, and it was the police. It looks like there was a dispute outside.
With your landscaper?
Jeez, what did he
And
do?
wanting to know if we had any, video, like, the circle thing where
The rings.
yeah, I had to run down and say, no, I'm sorry, I don't have it. But here, my landscaper happens to be my landlord too. It's like, here's the rent check. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And
Wow.
Oh, so that's why the police were there, because you killed 2 birds. Okay.
So they wanted the ring footage.
No,
No,
Yeah,
they wanted the murder weapon, aka the stone.
so no, we didn't get swatted, but it was pretty close. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That
No
would have been fun
worries.
to actually see all of a sudden a police officer walking across your screen and we're like, we're going on break right now.
Actually, I've thought about an advanced storyline with that. in mind. It doesn't matter. Moving on.
We need to do something like that when we go to the wedding next year.
Yeah, we should definitely get swatted when we go to the wedding next year.
All
right.
There's a kitty cat in front of Lucy.
Oh, whoa. But they're strippers.
Ooh.
There better be some male strippers in there as well.
Hot cops. There we go.
Yeah.
No
Male
promises.
and female. Male and female.
Well, it really doesn't matter because someone's going to have the handcuffs and be able to get close enough to somebody to handcuff them for these people. So, who's taking that luxury?
I can't afford it.
Maybe Mrs. Wooster?
Oh, good luck convincing her to go anyway.
Well, isn't
You
she
said-
coming to the wedding? I thought she was coming to the wedding.
I don't know if one can be convinced to come all the way there, but we'll try.
Well, she never comes on the camera, so
Yep.
No,
Hard to
we've heard her
convince her.
once. We've heard her once, thanks to me.
Yes,
Yes, she
yes,
is.
that totally wasn't a recorded giggle.
And we might have seen an arm once.
I still don't think
okay,
she's
sorry
real.
guys. Sorry guys.
This is the banter that's happening back and forth. As the camera's leaning over, briefly over everybody. When somebody new walks in, you guys have worked, or at least Leia has worked with them. Has worked with her before. Jayla, she's a dragonborn female, in a bright green dress. She's very slim and only has a little bit of the dragonborn skin type, so her skin just looks more alligatorish, but still in a very, very feminine and pretty way, and of course has normal human hair. CGI has done a good job, of making her look nice. Bright green dress is coming, walks in, and thanks to the information that Leia and Wusterion have gathered from the recent visit to Whitestone, we have confirmed that the substance iridium that we're seeking is not originating from there. Recent sources and some scrying and recent sources and scrying has found us a new possible location, and I want to send you there. Craghammer, and behind there, she walks back and touches that normal wood paneling that turns into a TV, what the audience will look like a TV screen, and you see still images, some still images as she's just performing magic as great illusion on this particular wall of
Global
the
maps.
overview. And if we go to, let's see, if you see on roll 20. Sorry, I heard one of you guys say something.
I said Google Maps, the Earth.
Yeah, basically it. I mean, there's an overview of Teldore, which is this continent, Teldore. And you see him it goes north and to the northwest. Right about here, there's a section of mountains, the Craghammer.
You
Craghammer.
could just
Still
turn
seeing
the
Iman.
map to the. We are in the Iman map.
Oh, I'm still,
Yeah.
I thought I did. It's on me. That's on me. Here we go. Right there. Boom. Thank you for reminding me, because I was pinging and
I
I
was
didn't
like-
realize that you were seeing it. Nope. There you go.
So we're at
Right
West
there.
Ruin.
Yeah, normally we reside here at Iman, and we are traveling from, actually, let's just draw a line.
In red, it has to be in red.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything.
Yep. Give me a second. Shenanigans, and it's got to be in red. Just give me a freehand line. All right.
Oh, okay.
Crack
Well,
hammer.
it really depends on which way you want to go. If we go north, it might take us a couple of days. If we go the other way, it takes us forever. So
And right here is where we stopped for drinking. Yeah, that was it.
well, as I see coming out of Iman, either we go north and then northeast, or we go east and then go up north and then do a
Either way, we
northwest.
have to go through the mountains.
Jayla speaks up and says, quite frankly, you don't have to go through any of those ways. We have a teleportation portal set up at Crackham, and we have agents that are willing to guide you and show you the location that we have found. Instant travel whenever you work with the Arcana Pensophical. I mean, most of these guys are mages, and there is a whole network of them literally globe wide in different
There-
continents even.
So they're the AT&T of this area.
I don't know if I want to be meat beamed.
the arc as from you all have been with the Arcana Pensophical enough to know that they're mostly out. They try to be outside of the governments and just different major factions working well within each other to warn as a sort of warning system and global version of a UN/CIA. So they have sections everywhere as their main goal is just like, hey, shit gets weird here. There's been a lot of major attacks recently.
That explains a lot. UN and CIA together. Oh no, back to the
UNCA?
game. Sorry. No, back to the game.
UNSA?
Take the gavel. Shut up. The camera zooms in. She touches the panel again. Deep in the minds of Crackhammer, you see like an image very similar to this. There is dark figures in the background. We've recovered these memories from fallen people, and you could see like blurry, quick images of like this cave with shadowy silhouettes in the background carrying like boxes. And it says, we believe this is the transporting. Nobody. This is an area that is normally vacant, off limits. There should be no people here. This is the memory of a worker that we found dead in the area. And she's just showing, she's saying these are memories we lifted from his dead body using, various magics. And it's just replaying that same little few seconds where, he's looking and they're seeing people, silhouettes moving boxes of something. And these are his last moments. The scene shifts, and where he's like moving, like crawling, moving to like sort of invest. His last moments are him rushing, and you can see like the screen running away. He quickly turns around, and as he turns around, there's this, and the camera freezes just like that as this indistinct jaw is just right there. This is the best that we could recover. And it's just this monstrositous mouth gap that's hard to make out what it is.
What's Wesker? Okay. Sorry. Sarah won't get that.
I love the look on your face, Sarah.
Yeah,
Or Leia.
yeah, you had to bring up Wesker. Wrong series. Thank you very much.
Oh, I should put Jayla's name here since you guys are known to her.
Not
Since you
me.
guys yeah, not you, but how do I get this fucking thing go away? I got a stupid pop-up from the internet. Gosh darn it, I hate shit.
I do recommend some sort of virus software. and
Mm,
devour
it's-
or something.
I need to pay for it again. It's the yes.
It-
No, it's a
you
stupid
get it
Windows
for
one.
free.
Like YouTube is playing something or other, and I keep telling my computer, "Don't give me any fucking notifications, man." Anyways, sorry. Side tangent. Her screen lifts off. We believe and goes back to it just goes to show the people in the box. These are the unidentified. These are the unidentified members. Oh, we can see that we have verified that they're not with the clasp. However, we believe they're of the same organization, so of the same style of stealth. That's why you, Veritas, are there to make sure that they're none of your ex-members. Wusterion, you know Crackhammer very well.
Mhm.
Any questions?
I'm there to kick butt.
That's right. Your mission is to, first and
What-
foremost, find out as much information as you can. This is an unknown that you're walking into. If you can possibly shut down their operations, do so. Send word back. You will have constant monitor. You will be constant monitored, and I believe, and you'll have access to the long range and extra powerful Rocky Talkies. Any questions?
When can we
No.
leave?
Do we get paid?
Your
Of
usual
course.
negotiate-
I want to leave.
Your
Of
usual
course.
negotiated rate is your usual negotiated rate has been approved.
Times 1.5. Yeah. Okay.
In that case,
Just kidding.
preparations preparations with preparations made. You have about 4 hours for preparations, and then we shall depart. Meet, and she starts going on to a last couple details as the camera fades out and cuts to whatever you guys need to do to get ready.
Just
I
down to the armory.
talked
We
to the
stock the
professional.
javelins. The professional.
Let's
I
go
mean,
with Zathras
you know what I
first.
meant.
No, just restocking at the armory.
Okay, usual montage of like, let's go with you just doing weapons, like weighing out this one, that one, no, this one, and they're like, fuck, just both of them.
Who made this shit?
Veritas.
I talked to the gentleman.
Rocky Talkie, or face to face.
Face to face.
Can I do for you?
Do we have any people at where I'm going?
Drag hammer.
Yeah, thank
No.
you. Do you know of any?
We have people everywhere, but they're the ones that reported to us that was happening. Because I told them to keep an eye out.
Okay.
If you're there, though, whatever group this is, you're going to be in charge now you'll be the new gentleman, so it's up to you to decide what happens with them.
Okay.
No pressure.
Things are getting hectic over here. There's been a few delays in the actual festival official ceremony, but they're going to be voting on things, and they want me to weigh on in it unofficially beforehand. So I'm going to be busy for the next little bit. You and Fernando is the person that you guys have finally gone in on as your number 2 / the fake gentleman.
Right.
How has you and Fernando been working out?
Doing good. He definitely has the same ideals that I do. And I have trust with him.
He's a good man. Known him forever. He would have been my first pick as my retirement. But you showed so much promise, and that's your biggest strength right there. And this.
Thank you.
Have you thought about taking the necklace? It has special things that can help you.
Yes, I will.
Good. And with that, we'll change up to any other preparations that anybody wants to make.
Leia's gonna talk to Aurora because it's been a while since she's been in the area.
All right. Go for it. Oh, by the way, Veritas, the necklace, you'll have an ability. We'll talk about it in a second, but it's pretty powerful. Go ahead, Leah.
I'm gonna apologize for leaving so quickly and joining JL up in this area, fleeing over to Whitestone really quickly. I could not talk to you because I had no way to get back to you without somebody intercepting the information and finding out where it was.
That's why we have the Rocky Talkies, and we have special coatings for them. They're all Methodists. I'm very disappointed with you.
I understand, but I couldn't trust anybody after the situation. I literally, because I don't know where she is. I don't know if she's actually part of us, how close she is to Maya. To me, the only time she does not know what's going on is when I'm in person with somebody.
We keep things compartmentalized for a reason. On a need to know information. You're a level 6, and our assets are in the different classification of need to know. I've given you a lot of information. Be aware that not only she's an asset, she's valuable.
And that's why I'm staying as far away as possible. I don't want a confrontation. I don't want to be that. This is why I've been the way I have been.
You're a valuable asset too. You find out a lot of information. Your intel has been invaluable. What you even found out you were able to verify at least that the source of the iridium is not being transferred from Whitestone. And for that is the only reason we're keeping you and not demoting you to a level 4 or 3, as has been advised to me. We don't do well. We don't do well with what's that word? MacGyvers, people who mavericks. We don't do well with mavericks. We do allow you your own freedom to follow and pursue a path as needed. Yeah, we don't like mavericks, just MacGuffins.
McMuffins. Oh, Froggy.
I like I said, I did not mean to up and erupt and keep isolating myself, but you have to see it from my end.
I understand.
And if you want to demote me, go right ahead. I'm going to put myself first and foremost for once. She is a threat. You need to watch her.
We have been watching her.
But you guys still don't know how she found me that night.
I am assuming that she looked for you and found you. The same way that she has abilities that we use. I'm sorry that she got to you.
I'm more it's not just that. If I knew about this person, then I wouldn't have approached. But again, our main thing is to know the truth. We are to do a mission. And that's it.
For the
Yeah.
time being, I'm going to keep you separated.
Okay.
And we'll go from there, if and when I need you. Can I count on you to be cooperative?
Yeah, I'll come back. I'm just gonna be head on. I'll be terrified being here.
Understood. Let me think upon this for a bit. Cut to Wusterion. Anything special you want to do for prep work?
That has already been done before I even took the gig.
All right. Why don't we start with you? So there's you're there first, waiting at the section in the training ground, or that special room that has like a transportation, but it's closed off behind these doors, and you're waiting for somebody to come get you. As everybody else starts arriving little by little, Zathras, Leia, the first person, you're there early, and that same agent, Jayla Page, Dragonborn lady, is there waiting for everybody else while everybody else arrives.
Uh-huh.
So what kind of magic do you do? Okay. Do you like doing your missions? Hmm.
Crickets, crickets, crickets.
Oh, good. Somebody's coming. And Leia, Veritas, Zathras all start arriving one by one. She shuffles you into the we get into one of the big rooms, and again, it's just a circular room that's only big enough to fit a 10 by 10 sort of not a pentagram, but a circular sigil with runic symbols, and there's stones built into it, so she has to like touch certain ones in combination. When sending it a Crackhammer, where you're to
The
meet.
Stargate address?
Not quite like that. No, it's not quite like that. It's definitely not Stargate-ish. I mean, that is a different form, and you've seen that there is something like that here, but no, this is just built into the ground with a whole bunch of like lines and sigils, and it's circular still, but on the ground. It's this way a group of you could stand and be teleported off as one group. You're to meet with Bryson, one of our agents at Craghammer. He'll take you to your locations. And with that, you step in to the portal. And you've gone through portals a couple times now. Everything flashes up in an instant. Everything turns white. And when it brightens back up and your eyes adjust again to your area before, you hear all the different sound. And even the air pressure is totally different here. So it's the sound has like an echoey, bouncy, and there's a constant oppression of like pressure in the air. There's no movement of the air. You're just like sort of walking through it. If you've ever been deep underground, it's like that. It's a sort of like a different sound. And you've arrived deep in the sections of Crackhammer, and there's nobody here to greet you.
All right. We're about 1,500 feet deep. This would mean we're a bit off target. I knew she was no good.
And what did you just say?
Basically, he's saying that she aimed us in the wrong direction, as usual. This is like her third time doing this to us.
Being missed.
Yeah.
Not quite, because this, if you look down below you, there you're standing on a similar sigil. No, I like what Wisterian's going with. So you're stuck in a cavern with
Right.
unknowns. There's nobody here nearby. What do
But
you
the
want to do?
person that was supposed to be meeting us is missing. Or they are where we were supposed to go.
Okay.
Anyway.
The girl has a tendency of misguiding us once in a while, and this is like the third time she's actually got me somewhere else. And Wusterion has had to pull me out.
Well, at least Wusterian's
Okay.
dirt dwarfing abilities can tell us how deep we are, which he did.
He's not a dwarf.
I thought he was a
Not
dwarf.
Wusterian, why don't you clarify?
Clarify what?
Who you are, what you are.
I'm
What's your
Wusterian.
race?
I work for the Arcana Pacifical.
Or
Describe yourself.
Or is it John who's the dwarf? I can't remember.
No,
I am,
Wusterion is a short human that looks like a dwarf.
Here's the deal. We're focusing on the wrong issue. What we're supposed to be focusing on is deciding whether we go that way or that way. That way seems to go upwards, that way seems to go downwards. There's only 2 routes out of here that I can see right now. There might be more, but I do not recognize these characters.
Can I do perception
Sure
check
can.
to see?
Roll it. Also, it's I think only because where you landed, there's a little bit of like lights. There's a little bit of like fire where you landed, so it lights up like whatever nearby in the glowy. Otherwise, it's pretty dark in here, except for like on occasion you'll see like moss glowing off on the caverns. Special moss that makes it different colors.
Is the tunnel that we're in fairly straight and long, or is it like curvy and wavy and
It's curvy and wavy, and
Okay.
You know what? It's inspired right now. It's inspired by DRG. So
By
it's
what?
curvy and wavy.
Thanks on that one, Carlos.
You're welcome. Now it's inspired on DRG. I just thought about it.
I don't
With
know what
11,
DRG is.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh,
Galactic.
The game we
Dwarves
played.
in space, mining things while killing off bugs. With an 11, it's like I said, it's still too dark in here. There's very little in the far distance. You can see the glow.
I'm a half elf. I can see things in the dark. But
yeah, but even with that, there's not much. I mean, it curves, and you could, like I said, it could go in either direction. With an 11, it's not good enough.
what is there's no can't speak or anything that I can see?
With an 11, no.
what you're
We
saying
could
is
try
there
again with
might be.
some assistance, or we could put up some flares and some lights, and that might help out.
Alright. I pull on my flashlight.
Nice.
Why does your flashlight hum?
This is techno, so this how they work.
Because this is back in the 1800s, and they haven't like developed batteries yet.
No, yes, and
no.
actually, you'll see that there's a sort of There's that there's a little moon crystal wires and stuff hooked up to what the camera would recognize as a headlamp.
Well, thanks for you. I got myself some night vision goggles, so I don't need this. But I'm doing this for you.
I already have night vision and eagle vision,
So
both
roll
of which
me,
let me see in the dark.
roll me again. Why don't you guys roll me again? With the light and the goggles and whatever. Roll me again. Both of you each individually for perception checks.
Fine.
I'm gonna drop Veritas because you were, as a group, as you're starting to look around, as you're starting to like do the looking around thing and see where it is, things are going, and you start shuffling, you all the camera cuts to in one quick direction as there's a echoing down from the tunnel that goes to your left.
What?
It goes down.
Was that electronic or was that an actual like?
Gurgle.
That's Carlos for you.
I don't know what the hell that was.
It's,
That was a growl.
Was it a growl or was it electronic?
it's
That was-
Like a car
that was him.
engine.
He did that.
I made a noise and it's undescribable, but it's coming from down to the bottom left.
Yeah.
So
So we're going
let's-
up and to the right.
I guess yeah, we're gonna go up and to the right.
I
take that back. Wait,
Slowly
wait.
going that way.
I take it back. It's down and to the right. We're going to put up a map.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I'm wondering if I should do something special here. Maybe I might. Let's see.
Yo.
I could add like dark effect on this.
I can't see it, so I can't do what I want to do to it yet.
All right, here we go.
And I don't want to
I'm
go
just gonna
anywhere
take you
near
to
it.
it. I'm gonna take you to it. Here we go.
Oh, Matt.
Have to.
We're reusing an asset, and I'm going to give you guys a character so that you can move around with.
I'm not seeing anything. I still see the old map with the,
On roll 20,
yeah.
I see it.
It's coming up. Takes us a while.
I've seen this map.
Yeah, we used it before.
I haven't seen
What I
it.
call my Craghammer map. I know we got new
It's a-
pupils.
Oh, there it is.
This is what happens when you get new people. They
Yeah, I get to
they're
reuse
shocked
my-
and awe.
I get my reuse my old shit.
Shocked and awe.
Also because I'm literally improvising this and pulling it out of my butt. So here we go. This is what we got.
had to say that as I
Madness
was
of the
trying to
Rat
drink.
King
Okay,
by
I see
2 Minute
Wusterion.
Tabletop.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we're doing is Wusterion.
Only me.
Madness of the Rat King. Yes, this is a map by 2 Minute Tabletop.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to start off over here because that's what we said. We're going to the bottom left.
Bottom.
Okay, I can't
left.
even find them. Okay.
It's at the
He
top.
just moved
It's
to
at the
top
very
of the
top.
map.
The very top
Okay.
of the map. Let me check to see what we got on how the map looks. Okay.
I'm having to. I only have one screen, so I'm like having to bring up people and
I'm running one screen too. Okay.
Me as well.
yay!
This is just more to show a kind of brief overview as the camera, so therefore the audience is aware. It does like this long corridor thing where it goes through looking, and it's a lot of areas are dark, but there's some portions that are lit up, and there's silhouettes that moving across creepily. The music is sounding weird and intense, as in the background you still hear the audio from would be left to right and moving back and forth and surround sound that as it's like looking, and you hear shuffling and blocks falling as the camera moves different sections trying to find sources. And there it briefly hovers over the body of a person splayed out, and as it's slowly zooming in on its lifeless form, smash cut back to you guys.
Booster's afraid and leaps into the abyss. No, just kidding.
Wisterian's going, let's kill this thing because it just gives me extra money. What do you talk about?
So,
Where is the body? And like, what is it?
There was a camera that was showing it, like zooming in, giving a preview to the audience, not to you guys. These guys still have
okay.
to. You have no clue. You have no idea.
It was the
Tell me what you guys want to do. I just give you a preview of shit. That's it.
Okay. Well, I guess we have to go down and to the right because that's the only direction that doesn't involve us falling off the map.
Let me guess, you're using your eagle sense when you're doing that because
I can see. I'll get on the from
Okay.
here. I can see. Yeah, I can see twice that distance.
Well, isn't it curvy? Because you can't really.
It's still
See.
dark vision.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
distance. I know the darkness doesn't affect it because of eagle sight.
Well, no, I'm talking about there are curves.
Yes, but I'm just saying that's the distance I can see. Actually,
Sure it does.
I can see a mile actually, but like from here, this is a straight line. That would be easy to see. And sorry, yeah. More actually, I could see 100 times that distance.
But it would. I still think
Yeah.
you're limited by the dark vision. I think it says what you would normally see.
Yes, I have dark vision as well as where is it? The last sentence here. Additionally, dim light doesn't impose disadvantage on your perception checks.
Right. So that's the basic gist of it. Is I mean, it's still, but you still have a certain range of vision of out to 60 feet.
Or 1 mile because of the eagle vision.
Click the words eagle vision on it so I can see the text for it, please.
Sure, I can find. No, that's not my character. Which one makes it show up there? There we go.
that's dim light only, so dark will still give penalties.
I think the words that I'm going to go off of is with no difficulty. So you're looking at it as even though looking at something more than 100.
No more than.
Okay, yeah, but still the I'm gonna roll in your favor, and the text still says differently, but fine. You could see, with it, you could see all the way down. Roll me for perception with advantage, just to see just to see what kind of nice normal stuff you would see.
22.
22. Oh, I know what. Yeah, 22. You see the water rolling. You see a section over here at the far end where the wall, where there is a sort of disturbance in that wall.
Which wall?
Over here, all the way over here.
Oh,
The far limit that you could see.
okay.
There's a like if we were to draw a line, I can just draw a straight line.
Okay.
Yeah, right around there. There's something like a disturbance on the wall.
I feel a disturbance in the force. I mean, the wall.
With your vision, I guess you would see with a 22. It's like it's a blood splatter.
Ooh.
Well, I guess that's where our guide is.
Maybe.
Oh, in the vision that we didn't actually see. Yeah. Okay. Guys,
So, and also here you could kind of sense that there's a river and there's an opening that goes in that direction and in that direction. There's a couple forks and a river. And from where you're at, obviously you could feel that there's something here as a group. I mean, you're all together. What would you guys like to do?
we don't want
And how
anything
loud are you guys being?
being very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
As well, we're quiet.
Oh,
Guys,
just to be
we don't want anybody coming up behind us, so let's check out what's in this little area over here first. Well, okay, that doesn't take very long to check. I look down that way.
all right. As a group or individually?
Well, I look individually, but we're probably moving as a group.
Which we move as a group, yes.
Storage containing area. There's a lot of crates, boxes, things. That's at first glance is what you see. Why don't you anybody either roll me an investigation? I'll allow
Okay.
2 people or 1 person with advantage, but somebody needs to be assisting them.
+6.
Okay, I guess that means it's
Then
you.
who's
It's you.
All right. Then for the most of you, you guys are helping looking.
Any Exxon
Wusterion,
signs on anything?
roll me investigation with advantage.
Good thing you have advantage.
Oh
what
my
did you do?
God. What the hell is
No!
that? That's a natural 1, isn't it?
Except
Yeah,
he
he
had
critical
advantage,
failed
so it's
it.
a 16. No, he had advantage, so it's 16.
Anyways, he had advantage, so it's fine. It's fine because he had advantage. But also, Veritas, the necklace. I forgot to go back into the necklace thing when we
Yes.
went back. The necklace, it is the sign of the Lawbringer, which is both like a hammer because it's also like a smithy and it's more of a justice thing. It's a necklace that was explained that it was passed on to by somebody from the religion. So it's kind of like it's the religious symbol. But when you're attuned to it, like as you are now, it grants you a luck per short rest, which is extremely powerful. This is a fate touched necklace. So this is fate touched. Once per short rest, you have the absolute ability to change the outcome of time, of space, of circumstance. Any roll, you could say, nah, re-roll that. It could be a roll to hit. So even if it's with advantage, like, oh, roll with advantage, you still roll with natural ones, so like, or you could ask somebody to re-roll it, or if somebody rolls with disadvantage, your luck says just whatever, re-roll one more time, and you'd have to take that dice roll. That also applies if a bad guy rolls. So if a bad guy is going to roll a natural 20 on somebody, you could say,
Thank
Well,
you.
this-
Try again.
Well, at this point,
So this would not I mean normally I would tell this is reminding me of it because you could be like fate interferes here.
Okay.
And as the gentleman had told you before, it's for protection. This is one of the things that was given to him that has led him, as long as he seeks justice and has a sense of balance, this works. This is what this is for. It's a balance maker. It's a fate touched item. All right. With a natural 16, I mean with the 16, Wusterion is looking, and for a second you were just about to step on a trap. Wusterion looks, and it's a thin wire that he follows with his light. The camera pans through, and it's this what
defense.
basically would be a claymore that says point towards this way, towards enemy. You, Wusterion, are very well aware of these things. You know exactly how to use them. This is pure technomancy military spec. Disconnect the wire to appropriate location. Carefully disarm this thing, and as you step through into the rest of the room, you could recognize a lot more of mundane, dirty items. Few electronic things, flashlights, some weaponry. More like weapon ammo, and a few of these crates with, you see the lead boxes with like what bottles and what appears to be with lead bottles that are empty, but I mean lead boxes that could contain bottles or things, and in one of them still has a little leftover sample of
The green goo.
yeah, but it's in powder form, in pure powder form. So as you pull it out, and then you get spread it out, and it's fine dust mist.
Don't breathe that in.
Or do. What do you want now? What do you want to do?
Well then, we found the stash, so the source must be somewhere close by.
Yeah, this you could tell with 16. This is the leftover stuff. I mean, this is more like storage area, but there's no real. This isn't the real big source or stash of it. This is just like, hey, we keep shit here.
Let's take one of the lead boxes that has a little bit of this dust thing in it with us,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a flashlight or two.
I was gonna
For the
say, does
blind
anybody have a bag of holding?
No, I have a backpack, and I'm very, very strong. I can carry lots of weight.
Well, at least
There we
one of us
go.
is useful.
There we go.
Me pack animal.
Frog Scanner says riot shields. Wusterion, do you use a shield?
Well, I could, but I don't want to.
I use a shield, and it's only wooden.
I know. With the 16 roll, that's not good enough for a riot shield. All right.
There's
What-
something that would even fit Leia in here, is there? Because of the fact that she's like 3'2".
No.
You
There
can
is.
still carry a flashlight.
They don't carry children's clothing here.
Thanks,
Oh!
thanks, Carlos.
Woo! What
Well,
about for Veritas?
There's,
So-
I'll
so-
tell you what, though. No, time out. There's a lot of dwarves. Why don't you roll me an investigation check?
Well, I was gonna say they don't carry children's clothes, but they don't carry busty children clothes, because remember, she's
Hmm.
she's got an issue with the chest area. Come on,
All right.
guys.
Very well.
Anything
So,
Come
for
on,
so, so
Carlos.
Veritas?
I'll run it to see if there was a chubby dwarf that was hanging out here.
Yes, remember, Carlos, you have to keep abreast of the situation.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Veritas? Nice.
Is
You're gonna say something?
Was there anything that Veritas could use?
There's some knives. Why don't you roll me investigation?
Wait, you did say there were flashlights, right?
Yes.
Yes, they're mundane items. With a 10, not really anything that you could.
I'm like doing horrible today.
There
Leia
is not even one of those like combat knives that would be kind of cool. I was gonna give you a combat knife. No, not with a 10. Sorry.
I'm going to see if there's anything good for me, and I'm going to roll a 1.
At each
Yep.
time, it keeps.
I was right.
Okay, because Leia's about to be humorous. She's actually going to try to take some cloth and she's going to tie it to her loot. That way she can actually see with the flashlight.
Ooh. You could. There is done and done. That happens.
Due to the fact that the flashlight and her are probably the size, she's gonna have some way to hold it.
Actually, flashlights. The ones that are here, Leia. Oh, you're not. How magical is Leia?
Her magic, that goes off her constitution. She's got a +3 in it.
Really?
What?
No.
Constitution?
Leia
No,
is the
it's
bard,
intelligence.
right?
Yeah, she's a
No,
bard.
it goes off of charisma. So what's your charisma
Charisma?
modifier?
Charisma modifier is a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
It interferes your flashlight. Near this flight, when you go to flashlight, it interferes with you.
Okay, that makes
It's-
sense.
Yeah, it's technomancy and other doesn't work too well with each other.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna tie it to the lyre, and my lyre is what I normally use to do music, so that would be the clash right there.
That would 100%. Yeah, that would fail. That's why there's like intermediaries. Wusterion has figured out the way around that.
Sort of.
Moving on.
We'll see.
What do you guys want to do? What's up? What's next?
Sorry, I can just picture Leia ties it to her lyre, and she goes to play like rock and roll, and it comes out as gospel. What?
Does the flashlight flicker or will her spell fizzle? Both? None? Maybe? Who knows? Depending on the situation. Narratively, I decide to fuck with them however I decide to. Or I let the dice roll. One of the two. That's how I
And
work.
Leia's not gonna play this game.
Okay, let's head to Blood Spatter Central.
But it's canon
Why not?
that this magic works weird in the Dirt Realm, so Dirt Realm obviously has got to work weird here as well. All right, move the icon to wherever you want it. Zathras in the lead.
Carefully.
Actually, who's the leader of the group? Let's make the leader of the group decide. Wusterion, do you want to be it, or Zathras?
I would vote with Wusterion.
I'm waiting for Veritas's vote.
Don't ask me to vote. I'm in the back.
I don't think Wusterion is interested in that role.
Hey. I'm just here on a contract basis. You're here as permanent employees.
There you go.
I get
Excuse
paid
me?
too, man.
Excuse me? I am not an employee whatsoever. Don't even say that.
Who's good at checking for claymores?
None of us.
That was Wusterion.
That's
So
true.
either If you think we're going to find more claymores, Wusterion can go in the front, or I'll go in the front because I'm just a tank.
Have fun at the front.
Okay,
There you go.
guess we're going down this way.
Yeah. And give me 1 second because I'm gonna. Where? All right, you're gonna go there. All right, so
That direction.
let me move back to that map. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Because I'm on a different screen. There it is. Okay. Cool. Roll me.
Oh, somebody else moved.
Initial.
I moved.
Initial.
I moved you.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
There you go. Roll me. Two things. I want a group roll of stealth, and then I want you to roll me an investigation check or perception check, your choice.
Okay, I'll do. There's my lousy perception, and invest. Was it? Oh, stealth. Yeah, I'm not doing good at anything. Oh God! If I had
So
advantage,
everybody
I'd be
has-
doing fine.
So everybody
Does-
has to roll stealth though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a group stealth check.
I can't roll for squat today. Rolled a 3 and a 4.
Still, that's really good. Dang.
Who did you want everyone to do a perception check or just Zathras?
It was
Just
just me.
Zathras.
Okay. Wow.
We're not being very stealthy except for the guy in heavy armor. Okay.
Yeah, I was
No,
just gonna say
no.
that.
No, technically it's up to the DM because technically I have natural stealth because I'm behind somebody, and that gives me the ability to naturally. Attempt to hide.
Actually, hold it. I'm gonna go in ahead. The Wusterion utters and proceeds to crouch. Crouch and move forward, and he vanishes from sight.
Nice. Very fantastic. Okay, now in that case, this is amazing. The camera follows you, and it's showing a transparent version of you for the audience's point of view, but your third person perspective as you're walking, the camera is looking around and doing stuff. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna go
Also, with that
forward.
investigation, with that perception check, Zathras rolled an 8. Did I say with advantage or not?
You didn't say anything.
No. Anyways, Wusterion, you moving forward? You told everybody because he told you to stop. Nothing happens. There's nothing going on. What would you
Mhm.
like to do, Wusterion?
I'm gonna go ahead and observe a little to see if I can find anything that these
Roll with
others should know.
advantage because you're going slowly and invisibly, and the camera's like using this as a cool section.
Perception or investigation?
Either or.
Oh, nice.
Fuck.
Woo!
Your heads-up display displays the entire map with locations of everything on it. No.
Here's what happens. There is a section up here that's trapped. The same claymore style. You disable it. Not only then you peek your head forward here where this cross section is, and you hear that same, and then just feed him already. Stop making the noise. And then you just hear like somebody from a far distance, like conversing with another group of people. There's like somebody giving commands, but you hear it from this direction over here, echoing through your right.
Sure, you're right.
The camera cuts into that direction as you peek over just a little bit, and you could see light in that direction, and the light is showing on the ground, and where the camera is looking, the light on the ground, a shadow moves across it from left to right. Cut back to you. What would you like to do?
Take up Rocky Talkie. Clear until the first intersection. And continue. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Down towards.
You guys heard the Rocky Talkie. Clear to the first
was-
section.
So
I was gonna say Leia
go up
would like
here.
cast message on Wusterion and say, "Don't use that Rocky Talkie again."
Why? It's the whole point is for you guys to use the fucking Rocky Talkies, man.
I understand, but we're in a cavern system, so we don't know if it will start to echo.
Narrative lip speak. That's not an issue to problem with.
Okay.
The camera,
Oh,
the
you-
camera needs
with the
you guys to be able
walkie-talkie.
to talk freely at certain points.
With the walkie-talkie, you can turn it down.
Yeah.
and you can also
Yeah.
put the earpiece in and hear it that way instead of a speaker.
I
There's
was
many
just
cool. There's many cool things.
thinking-
It's all
Yeah.
good. I got
was
you. I
just
got you. I
thinking
got
of
you.
cavern.
I got you. I got you.
So,
I'm just
uh,
clarifying to make it safe. All right, moving on.
So we go up to the intersection because he says it's clear.
I'm also going to give you guys characters here, or at least something of the sorts. Everybody have a Wusterion. All right. So, thank you.
Gentlemen? Oh, that's true. You
oh,
are the gentleman.
Yes, I am.
So who's there? Leia, Zathras. Do I have Zathras?
Yeah.
Did I not get Zathras? Oh,
Yeah, you got me.
Zathras,
I'm there.
Leia, and Veritas. Where's Veritas?
You can make me the gentleman because I am the gentleman if you want to. But that's okay.
Yes and no. Wait a second here.
You're currently still the gentle lady.
So,
That's what it is.
so is Leia all capitalized because it's an actually acronym for large enchanting assets.
I don't.
And
All right.
it took you that long to come up with that. I love it.
All right. There you go. We have got everybody here. Wusterion, feel free to drag your character. We're moving next because the camera's failing. The music is tense right now. It's getting a little bit of tense music. There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
You get to another intersection. I want you to roll me stealth with that. Got to be
He's
with advantage
invisible.
because you're invisible. Yeah. The only thing that will be is your echoes of your noises. So
So 16.
16.
Damn.
Technically, because you have disadvantage, that
And
counts
I
as
have
an
advantage, so
So
that
that cancels
that's
it
a
to an
regular
even roll of 16. That's
Yep.
fair is fair. All right. It's still good. You're being very, the camera's just showing you, like, even though you're invisible, it's still seeing through you and showing the passage, but you're like tiptoeing from spot to spot as you're moving forward. You get to the next intersection. What do you want to do? You want to keep moving forward or
depends on what I see there.
roll me a perception?
Mm.
And also, at this point, do you have the lights on anymore? Because that's gonna start
No, I'm using
gathering.
night visions,
Night vision goggles. Got it.
aka
Um,
dark vision.
With a 13, there is there's lights coming that's pointing towards this direction. And yeah, it's about lights coming. With a 13, I can only give you this much, that there's light and noise coming from this direction here.
By the way, Wooster, anytime he asks you to roll perception, ask him if you can roll investigation instead. You seem to be 7 points better at it.
I am.
Yeah. They're two different skill sets, though.
Yeah, I know.
Two different situations where you use them. So first step, let's go investigate this one.
darker.
All right. What do you see that light and the camera cuts to you, like looking to your right, and you move in that direction. You go off screen. Meanwhile, Zathras, Leia, and Veritas, who just stepped away. Anything you want to do?
Do I want to? Yes, I want to follow him. But he didn't
Ask,
he
communicate,
didn't-
do something.
he- Booster, is it safe to follow? Wusterian.
Not yet.
Okay. Fantastic.
Can I see the blood spatter any better from here?
Different angle, lightings differently. Roll me a perception check.
Never mind. I can't roll worse shit today.
All right, moving on. The camera cuts. It looks over there. It's ominous again. The music turns ominous with the snap. Cut to Wusterion. Moving into this area. There's like it's hard to describe. It's like workbench and at the same time like cages, animal stuff, kind of remnants of investigation things. Roll me an investigation.
Wow. Oh,
18. The camera cuts through and shows all these different things. You see, there's trails of blood, smears, droplets near where these cages. There's also those same types of droplets. There's also splatters of black, thick, oilish stuff that's clingy. The camera zooms into it as you take like a pen or an object and just like clicking and just like this little cling. The camera pans to other spots where you could see like a thinned out, dried out version of that green stuff. It's lost its glow and it's below like a beaker. Experimentations. There's extra boxes of extra cages of where animals would go. You could see the remnants of where food bits, sleeping material, notes of as you pass through, you could see notes of experimentation stuff, logs of to from invoicing, things like that. And you see it, and it's in dirty, so you could clearly read all this.
Oh, I'll abscond with this. These notes go into my pockets.
And there's
Pockets.
with that sort of investigation too, there's other other electronics and above average mundane dirt stuff. With is there anything in particular that you want to take or that you're looking for?
Maps to other stashes around, in particular, particularly somewhere else than here.
You quickly glance through the books, some of the notes that are nearby, and with an 18, you see you're going through it, and your hand stops on a thing. The camera zooms in, and it's showing other, it's showing transport logs of move items to Iman, move items to shit.
And
wrong
remove
spot.
these pages. Put in other pocket.
West Run. West Run, Terra, and Kemal. And then you see a couple of other ones that are different contents. We'll cut there as you're like still going through that. And back to Zathras, Leia, and Veritas. Veritas, anything in particular you guys want to do?
waiting for the go ahead to move up, but
Yeah, next one is alright. You can move in the next intersection.
You clearly hear that over the radio.
Okay.
As a group, move. What do you guys want to do? Roll me.
what am I going to fail this time?
Roll me a stealth with advantage because you guys are no to and etc. etc.
Good thing I had advantage.
Apparently,
Veritas didn't need
Leia's
it.
learning.
All right.
Leia's learning.
Well, it's a lot easier because he's cleared out the area, and you can now at this point see also dim light from this area and noise. Maybe not noise. I think you still might. Nothing happening so far. But anyways, you guys are all here now. You want to meet out here or inside of the cell? What do you guys want to do? I'm following you guys. You guys are guiding me.
So,
Well, maybe my dice rolling has improved and I can find something in this room to help.
while they
is.
arrive, Wusterion moves down there.
All right. No longer invisible, I'm assuming?
Oh, still visible, still invisible.
All right. So then you guys literally don't see where Wusterion is or whatsoever. But you're there. Camera cuts to Wusterion. Once again, transparent as you're going from spot to spot. What do you want to do? You're there. What's up?
I'm just checking if there's any one in here, not items, just people.
Roll me a perception check.
Wow. You rolled an
Damn.
18. Impressive when you're -1.
No, there is no people there.
And what was making that sound?
It's
and
down this
eating
way.
it? Oh, you were looking. Oh, sorry, you were looking at here. Okay.
Yeah.
And now, as you're like looking there from the camera, from the left side, left audio, you hear the.
Guess somebody's eating.
That's really gross sounding.
Sneak,
I
sneak,
know,
sneak,
thank you.
sneak, sneak.
He did it
So
for a reason.
there's a door there, and there's a door there, and but there's light coming in from underneath and overhead. That's where a lot of the main source of light is coming from in this area. This door is silhouetted in almost like this greenish, whitish glow. Cut to as you're getting up to it and you're hearing these disturbing. Cut to Leia, Veritas, and Zathras. What's up with you guys?
There's two things I want to do. The first thing would be to investigate in this area.
Same as before.
Investigation or perception? I assume it's investigation, which isn't as good, but I'm asking.
Either or, your choice.
Okay. 15.
There's no new information to add than what Wusterion had discovered.
Okay.
So Wookiee rule effect is now
Okay.
into
Oh,
Wookiee
okay.
rule from this point forward.
Except that Wusterion is keeping some points secret.
Yes, the stuff, the books he took with him.
Okay.
Certain books he took with him, not all of them.
Yeah, and you just see like their notes of like they're experimenting on animals, weird shit, stuff.
Same sort of crap that was in the prison where Irina was held, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Cut to. What do you want to do?
I want to make a suggestion to Wusterion.
Rocky talkies.
Wusterion, you're at those doors down the hall, right? I saw those from here. Yeah. You could set up the 2 claymores you disarmed.
that's what I was
The
going
black-
to do.
Ah, okay. To blast
Great
the
minds
doors in.
think alike.
I was actually going to just place place a trap there so that whenever somebody comes through it, this way it's gonna blow up. So just set up the trap, open the door, and let the monster come in and blow itself up.
So he was ahead of you.
Yeah.
So as you say that, now are you doing that with invisible?
Yep.
All right. Two things. Number one, are you going to use any of your spells at this point?
Any of my spells?
Yeah. Because there are also certain spells that can lay traps.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Right.
Leia does.
So you're using impromptu stuff that you've discovered, which is the claymores.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let you do this, but with a disadvantage.
Okay, what roll is this?
Well, let's see.
Arcana?
Yeah, that would be the best roll for this. Nine.
Well, at least you didn't blow yourself up.
Normally he gets those rolls, so
This is
I don't
great.
wanna
This is
hear-
great. No, well, I told him disadvantage doesn't matter anyways. With the 9, the camera cuts to like you setting up the claymores on off the side, or tell me how to do this. I'm gonna allow you to have a partial success at this. Tell me exactly how and what you're setting up.
So I'm setting up the claymores to be opposite sides of the door,
Mhm.
both pointing towards the door, and then the string between them, so that the string is actually attached to the door. So when it opens, they go boom towards the door.
Gotcha. And you're setting this up, and you're using the trigger of the door kind of like as a thingy, and as you're like looping it around the door handle, it starts twisting,
Ooh.
and we're gonna cut right there for a break.
Oh.
Talk about cliffhangers, baby.
Yeah.
See you guys in 8 minutes.
All right.
There we are. Time to get dangerous. Better put
Hello,
on my
everybody.
battle gear.
Welcome
We're
back.
back. Hi, Donnie. I didn't notice you there before.
I'm just double checking that my stuff is good. All right. Welcome. Oh boy, make Earth great again. It's fantastic. Look at you. Wusterion in full gear.
This is how you wear them, right?
Yeah, the RMS.
No.
Okay. What do we see?
Okay, so camera cuts to you once again, showing a brief recap as we fade back in from commercials. Recap as you're like putting in where the door handle is, you're putting in the rope so that when they pull on it, it'll crap, and that's when it starts turning. And you have but mere seconds to react, Wusterion. What do you want to do? You can.
Well, mere seconds to react. That is, let loose of whatever I'm doing immediately, and double check my invisibility is still on, and back off like beep.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
A 12. Fantastic.
Yeah.
How much let's see how bad this explosion is. So the camera cuts to you in slow motion.
Uh-oh.
The oh shit look on your face as you're like you start run slow, a little bit of slow motion running right before the camera cuts too quickly. You hear it click. Bright flash. You get thrown forward. Let's roll how much damage this is. Roll, and you're gonna take front of this too because you didn't hit 13. Roll 3d8. That's good. That's good damage.
Uh-oh.
3d8. 13 damage as this goes off in the background. Lighting, the door gets shredded. You still in slow motion get blasted forward with shrapnel hitting you in different areas on the back as slow motion cuts to normal. Everybody sees this happening. You start camera cuts to, I don't know, cuts to you. What's your reaction? What do you want to do? Wooster.
Well, I'm roller. I'm still rolling on the blast.
You roll from the blast into the cavern where everybody's at. Let's bring up the map as we'll show from their point of view. As you're running, hot on your trail soon afterward.
He's rolling because he's
Rolling.
role playing.
He's rolling. I freaking love it. All right. You're rolling. And on your trail, from the back point of view, you could hear all this screaming. Then we're under attack. Unleash the beast. And from your point of view, it's showing that hole, and it's backlit in like smoke, and the main portion of the light is now moving forward as whatever area was lit in there, really brightly lit. It's almost like they put in like stupid lights to light up a studio, and it's facing towards the camera, so it's just like flooding everything, silhouettes as all these soldiers, SWAT, dressed up like and a figure in the back rosing through, start rolling in, and we're gonna start doing some initiative. We'll roll for initiative, and I'm gonna put them on the map right now. So place you guys where. Let me put them on the map first, and then we'll go from there. Come on, there it is.
Makes so much sense with her. It makes sense with her.
There we go.
It does. It does. I cannot make this up with Leah.
Clicked initiative and nothing happened.
Okay, let me
Oh, that
see
took
if
forever.
I actually break the invisibility. I don't!
Constitution saving throw? Ah, that's right, because it's concentration.
Yeah?
Okay. So let's roll my guys. Oh, I'm gonna need to keep track, aren't I?
Where, Zathras, where's yours?
It's right there. It says 15.
So for
Yeah.
for a while, you can see the flames surround about the Wusterian sized silhouette, and then it vanishes again.
Ah, one.
Someone's going back after me. That's a miracle.
Flash Golem. That doesn't sound promising.
Of course, he has to throw that of anything.
He thinks flash.
It
So,
smells our flesh. What are you talking about? Although I'm just an appetizer.
Initiatives. Wusterion goes first, I'm assuming.
He's at
With the
16. Yeah.
16, so it's Wusterion, Zathras,
15. Yeah.
Golem.
and then the
Flash
Golem.
Golem.
Veritas, Leia, and the thug.
Veritas. Leia and the thugs.
So I start.
Lyrics. Oh, and something else happens.
Uh-oh.
Top of the round. That explosion? Stalagmites above you? Roll for dexterity as these stalagmites start crumbling down.
All of us, I assume.
Yes. Oof.
Technically, that's a 16 for me because of the +1 from the ring. It doesn't seem
All
to
right.
take that into account. Oh,
Wait. I can re-roll it.
Because you're a
I'm a
tiny girl,
halfling.
right? All right.
Yep, I got the luck. I can re-roll, take the new
So,
number.
Veritas is the only one who fails. And going to take...
Wusterion rolled an 8.
Wusterion rolled an 8 too? Aha. You're right. All right. Two
Sorry,
people failed.
Wooster, but
DC of 13. Let's roll some damage.
Wait a minute. DC of 13.
you rolled
Yeah.
an 11, yeah.
Is this a good time for you to... I don't think it's a good time
Mm-mm.
for you to use it. It's 3d6. Actually, yeah.
Wait. Can because I rolled a 19 technically, can I hit Blade Warden on Veritas? As
Can
I'm
you do
going-
what?
Cast Blade Ward
I don't know what that means.
on Veritas.
No?
Casting a spell would be during your turn. This is just a saving throw.
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't need
was-
this to be a reaction. You need a reaction.
I was trying
Um,
at least I was trying to say Veritas.
Thank
3d6, right. So,
It's okay.
those who fail take the full, everybody else takes half.
What is
5.
it?
5 damage.
Phew.
It did not roll
So
very good this
3.
time. It'll ramp up. We'll see. Who knows? I may decide. So you take 5. Everybody who saved only takes 2. As bits of rocks are landing down on you. You see Wusterion, since you're
No, you
first, you
don't.
see these dudes like they're close to you, they're starting to run up and they see everybody else in the distance. Did you guys want to place yourselves anywhere right now? Or stay as a cluster?
I think since the situation starts like this, isn't
I
they
think
can
this
move
is
on
good.
their own turn. Yeah.
All right, this is good. Well, speaking of turns, Wusterion, you're up.
Right. So I'm prone. That takes half of my movement.
And you're invisible.
So I'm gonna stand up. move
Oh,
over.
wait.
Hmm?
Constitution saving throw. You took
All right, I
2
did.
damage. You have to roll 10 or above. That's fine.
All right. Well, it was a move point anyway because I'm gonna move over here and grab one of those tubes I found about. Take it to my shoulder, aim it at the group coming at me, and suddenly in front of you appears a flash of light as flames burst out from the other end of the tube, and
An RPG explosion. Roll it. Roll me the spell.
where is that spell? No,
Fireball.
that's it doesn't roll the damage, does it? No, it didn't roll the damage automatically.
You have to roll
Yeah,
it
that was
on,
for
on the
description
action. There's
only.
an
Yeah. Found it.
there we go. And then afterward, if I want to, then I could click show spell description and it could do it if I
Yeah.
wanted to.
I clicked the wrong button. That's all.
It's all good. We're all good. We're all on the same page. All right. So they have
Yeah,
to
now-
do a dexterity saving throw of 14, or get burnt up, or take half damage, right?
Yep.
Each creature of 20 foot. That's gonna catch everybody. So this is
Yep.
good. This is very good. Good for you. Dexterity saving throw on the
Boom
dex.
shakalaka.
Ooh, not good for him. And the thugs. The thugs all do fine. By the way, now, as the camera shows them and they're coming up, and now that you can see them clearly, humanoid for the most part. I mean, they're all humanoid. That much you get, but they're still covered in like specialized black darkened helmets. They're not exactly as cool or as authentic as Wusterian's SWAT armor, but they're a facsimile of this. They're a D&D version of it using leathers and
Fucking
they're going for
posies.
like a stealth
So
thing.
So the Costco variant. Okay.
And they're also carrying the weaponry that they're carrying is actual guns. The camera would recognize them as shotguns or some shit like that. Shotguns, MP4s, different weaponry, possibly handguns. We'll see what happens. Because they're so as they're coming in, they all recognize it and instinctively dive out of the way as it zooms in and hits this area. And this now fully lit up, coming out of the shadows, is this monstrosity, a Frankenstein, big, tall, 10 feet. You could see like parts of the flesh have blown up.
Hey, can I?
Yeah.
The rocket starts flying in. The thugs are like, oh shit, diving for cover. While the monstrosity is like, snap a rocket.
There you go. Boom. Exactly. Well, but he doesn't. How much damage does he take?
He takes the full
28.
damage anyway.
28.
28.
28. That's good. All right.
And the
Is there
thugs take
fire?
14.
It is fire to that too. Hates the fire. Just is, and you can see it's like it's a pumped up version of and wherever it's burning, pumped up version of a human and Frankensteinish looking, where it's not so much that bits are sewn together, but they're like breaking apart, showing like where the skin can no longer hold it up, and all these muscles are stupidly big and dumb, and his face is all ugly and disformed.
So it's Bane.
Charge! And he's patting himself out on fire, and it's all fucked up. Anything else you want to do?
Oh no, that's the end of my turn. I don't have
That
bonus
is good.
actions.
And yeah, fire bad. So next up is Zathras. What do you want to do?
Explosions make me angry.
They steal my thunder.
Bonus action rage. What a shock. I've learnt my lesson from the last time. Everybody in a line, bad. So I'm going to move over here and get my point across to, damn, do I want to go for the big guy or the little guys? I'm going to go for the this little guy here and see if I can take him out with a javelin toss. 27.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
I'm guessing it hits, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, that hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay, so which
this
one we're
SWAT
hitting?
guy.
Number 3? Number 3? Okay, you're hitting number 3 for... They already have 14 points of fire damage, so 14 plus 8 is how much? 20? I hate math.
2. 22.
Thank you.
And is he still up?
Yes.
Then I will shoot him again.
You mean
25.
lob at him again?
Yeah,
that hits.
Or 11 more.
Actually, I take this ball back. The result of the fireball, well, no, they're not really prone, are they? They're not prone. Prone means you throw with a disadvantage. I'm being nice. Anyways, that hits. You hit for a lot. The
11
same
more.
guy.
So it's total. Yeah, same guy. 33 total.
33 total.
I just imagine Zathras picking up 2 javelins at once and throwing them both at the same time.
Well, 27 and 25. Yeah.
Ow.
So the first one like hits him and he stops in place, looks up. What? Second one, stabs him in the chest and throws him off. Hits him and he just staggers backwards and falls down to the ground, dead.
So they have somewhere between 22 and 33 hit points. Okay.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah, that's a good spot for him. All right, Zathras, that was your bless you.
Okay. So
Anything
I
else
have,
you want to do?
I have a bit more movement left. Well, a lot more movement left. I will continue over to here.
All right.
I got
Booster
paranoid about getting in a
Zathras,
line last time.
the flesh golem. Oh, he's pissed. So, cut to this monstrosity on flames rushing through, and it's yeah, keep it like that. And we're gonna probably hit Wusterion. Well, let's see. That's 30 feet.
Yeah.
That I like. Let's see where he's at. 30 feet. Oh yeah, 30 feet. Perfect. Perfect. Stop it.
It's the first button there at the top.
He's on fire and he's coming up and because this last attack was on fire, he's gonna do both of his attacks on you with disadvantage. But he does 2 full attacks on you. Ooh, wait a second.
No.
No. Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh,
No,
who's
the
going
golem still
You roll.
failed with a 10. He rolled with advantage against your attack, but even still with advantage, it's only a 10. Anyways, so he took the full blunt. Doesn't matter. He's still on fire. He rolls with disadvantage because he's on fire. Slam. The 25, I
hits.
think. 1 hits.
20 hits, not the 25 because it was disadvantage.
Yeah. Exactly. So the first one, the first one hurts him. He hurts himself as he comes down, and then just does a little swipe, slam, and let's see how much damage it does on you.
Okay,
14
I'm out.
bludgeoning damaged.
No. Nope. Fate. You're not out.
Do you want to
Well, let's-
reroll the attack?
Yeah, she's got to re-roll the attack. Yes.
Yes.
So
You only have 28 hit points?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Not all of
where
us
is it?
are barbarians.
Okay.
Yeah.
I touch
so
touch
here-
my amulet.
So as you see him get swiped and you can see in slow motion his face just goes and crashes, it stops.
Rewind
Harp,
button.
the warp harp music goes up. The little area you light up like this, and you could see this possibility in your brain. You're saying no, and cut to him like slamming one more time backwards in time, and he's gonna hit. And let's see what happens. It could still hit, but might be differently.
His hand falls off.
What happened?
That's a natural
He-
one.
Instead of doing a side swipe, he goes again to slam with his other hand, and Wusterion rolls out of the way, and you hear him go, "Ah!" And he's just
Given they were disadvantaged, he basically rolled double ones.
exactly. That's its turn. Veritas, cut to you, still holding on to this. Freshly, take a moment What just happened? The experience, the music stops, and you're back in the battle. What's up?
Wow. Okay. I take a minute and I'm like, oh wow, that was interesting. But at this point, I pull out my daggers, and because he's flanked, I'm gonna
Yes.
to the golem.
Absolutely. Roll it.
Sneak attack.
Yep.
With I think you get advantage on the rolls.
Yep.
And you get
Yeah,
sneak
because
attack.
he's within 5. Yeah.
And let me put sneak attack on it, and
That hits.
21, I'm guessing, is gonna hit.
That hits. Yep.
19.
Or 19. FG has minus 28 minus 19.
47.
47. As he's holding out his painful hands, he hits him in. He looks down and sees like this dagger near him, and he's like, he reaches down
And then the
to like
dagger
grab it,
disappears.
and it disappears. And he's just and it's still on fire, but now by this point he's like it's like stopped happening, so he's no longer on fire. And now his gaze, whereas before he looked dumb and angry, now he's just pissed and focused. Anything else you want to do?
I want to hide.
Move and hide then.
Now, how far can I go? Go to here.
I don't think your movement's 45.
I think your movement is 30.
You can hide either up here,
No, I'll hide here.
behind me.
What's your movement
That's-
on your character sheet?
Um,
Might be 30, so we can check for you. Anyways, roll me a stealth
Stealth.
check when you get a chance.
Yeah, there's chances here. 23. Wherever you go, you're hiding very well.
Your movement speed as an elf is 30. Okay, so move
Yeah.
her down. We'll move her up 1, and you're for the time hidden. So let me put you as. That's a good spot too. I'll let you move yourself. For the time being, I'm going to put you like this. Ninja. Ta-da. Hiding. Okay, moving on. Veritas, Leia, and then Leia, and then it's my ninja's turn.
So Leia is actually going to move up towards Wusterion and cast Conjure Barrage, going straight down with fire arrows because she's not playing this game. After seeing Wusterion almost die.
now, did anybody? I have a question. Did anybody else get that effect, or was it just me that showed the movement back in time?
Did anybody else see that?
Yeah.
That's up to you to decide.
How is that up to me?
Because that's what the game master said.
Because
Okay.
yeah, do you want everybody else who have seen you do this awesome coolness move, or do you want to keep that to yourself?
Do you want Wusterion to know that you just saved his life?
Yes, I do actually.
There you go. So you all
But
you all
can
were
I-
privy to that miniature miracle that just happened.
But can I just pick and choose who gets to know it, or
It's
all or nothing?
that's how storytelling works.
You choose the
the-
power of the item. Is it visible
Otherwise,
to
it's just-
everyone or just you?
Otherwise, it's just pure power fantasy, and we don't do power fantasies here.
Choose
Okay.
one, and this is your final choice. Either all or nothing.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Done and done.
Is that your final answer? No, just kidding.
Leia, what were you saying about you're throwing a spell, and how does that
I
involve
am-
Wusterion?
Because Wusterion has golem in front of him. I'm still getting a line of sight towards the thugs. I'm going to cast Conjure Barrage, basically making a split between Wusterion and the Flesh Golem.
Okay.
And
So if you
the
don't hit him?
thug. So we're all safe.
Roll me the spell so I can see what it does. And if there's damage and blah, 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 or...
well, there's that. And basically, the guys have to roll dexterity throw.
cone. 60-foot cone. So I think you're trying to place it so that if you place yourself here, the cone might hit.
Yeah, if you place yourself above Wusterion, you can hit all but Wusterion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
that's
because if you place yourself there, I think you'll hit. No. Yeah, if you place yourself near here, especially here, yeah, if you put yourself right here, it'll miss Wusterion and get everybody else.
Okay, I can't. If you pinged the map, it didn't even show on the map.
Okay,
You
if you move it there, then
You did.
perfect. Okay. So then this will dodge everybody else, and it'll still keep you out of his range, okay?
Okay, thank you. Now I can see it.
There's on your actions page, or click on the spell itself, not the description, but the spell itself, so that it'll show me the damage.
Nope, it's not giving me the.
Leia?
You just did the description again.
Okay.
It didn't do it.
All right, hang on 1 second. I'm going to load your character, and I'm going to do it for you then, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's under spells, and then I'm going to click on... What's it called? Conjure Barrage. And...
It did the same thing.
Oh, it did do the same thing. What the fuck?
I just roll 3d8.
I was just gonna roll it once we know.
Yeah,
if
that's
these
fine.
guys
Moving
missed
on.
it or
Moving
not.
on. Moving on.
Okay, now we have 4 copies.
Here we go. Roll 3d8, and they have to make a
15 dexterity save?
Say
dexterity
say-
saving throw.
Yeah,
Do they
And
take
my
half
dex-
damage?
They take half
half
damage
damage,
if they
yeah.
succeed.
so 12
All
or
right,
6.
here comes the flesh golem. He fails. Wait, no, he gets advantage, so he succeeds
Why does he get advantage?
his
because
ability. He's a
of
flesh
his
golem.
special ability that he has. Dexterity for the thugs. 11. They fail. So they take a total of 12 damage on top of their already 14. Giving them a total of 26 damage.
And
each.
Fleshy takes 6.
6.
And Fleshy takes 6. 47 plus 6 is
53.
53. All right. Anything else you want to do? You moved and you did a major action, Leia. Do you have any bonus actions like inspiration that you
Well,
want to give?
That spell is instantaneous, so I don't know if that even counts.
It's
Yes,
one
it's-
action.
it's a
cast time
spell,
is one
it's-
action. So you have a bonus action left to do, which you could use to cast to give somebody inspiration, or you could try healing somebody.
Because I'm near Wusterion, I'm gonna do curse cure wounds on him really fast.
You have to do cure wounds is a full action. You have to do a bonus action, which is healing words. You have healing words.
Nope, that's not part thing.
Then it's
Can she use the an injector as a bonus action?
only on her. No,
Only
No.
on herself.
only on herself.
Okay.
Actually, because I did that, could I do major image and make it so it looks like there's 3 of me right there?
That- another
Major image
spell.
is also a
Round. Okay.
full round action.
Then there's nothing.
There you
She's
go.
done.
There is one thing you do. You could give inspiration. You are a bard. That's a major thing. I mean, you only have 4 to give out, right?
Yeah,
3?
but I thought cutting words was actually no. I have cutting.
No.
Cutting
It's-
words
it-
will use a reaction which uses one of those pool of 4. So yes, that's how bards work. You can either give somebody inspiration, which means they roll a d6 or d8 at your level. I can't remember what it is, which is good for 10 minutes. Or if you have cutting words, you could be like, "Nah, that doesn't happen. You're a fool. You can't hit straight." And then they roll d8 or d6 or d8 and subtract from what they hit.
Yeah, I only have cutting words because of my lore, for my college.
You have to have inspiration.
Nope, combat inspiration is the College of Valor.
I mean, where's my time out, guys?
That's why I pulled up the book.
Bard inspiration. Could be in the Bard classes, yeah.
There's a bunch
So
of inspiration, but the combat inspiration is the other college.
yeah, but no. You get bardic inspiration as a natural feature at first level, which is a D8. At fifth level, you have at fifth level. I'm sorry, D6. At fifth level, you have D8. You have bardic inspiration naturally. I'm telling you this as
Okay.
somebody who knows his characters. So you have however many charisma bonus points to give out. So how many charisma bonus points do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, so think of it this way: you have four uses of inspiration. You could do that at any time as a bonus action, and they can hold on to that for 10 minutes, and you can use it as a reaction and say that that doesn't happen, and you use one of those 4. So you still have a bonus action left, and you have 4 inspirations unused. Would you like to use one of those right now, or save them?
I'm gonna use one now on Wusterion because he's closest to me.
All right, so what does that look like when Leia, the bard, inspires Wusterion?
No song is coming to my head right now. I think nothing's coming to her because of the fact of what just happened, almost seeing him go.
Well, he did go, but he's back.
That's why she no song is coming to her. She's just
What's love got to do?
You could even
with
just
it?
say, like,
What's
I
love?
need staying alive, staying alive.
Ooh, that's even better.
Oh, staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
The music in
Sorry.
the background changes its mood. Suddenly, everything starts brightening up. Whereas tense and battle music, you guys are on the mend, and the new theme of the music changes. It's still kind of like creepy cover version of it, but it's getting there. So for the next 10 minutes, you can add a D8 on top of a roll, whether it be for a saving throw or to an attack roll. Wusterion. All right, moving on. Leia has used her action, movement, and bonus action. The thugs' turns are now.
Are they still alive?
Oh yeah, yeah, they're all still alive. I mean, they're hurt, and they're hurt, but there's 3 of them alive right now, and somebody's hiding, which they can't see. You over here are using. I'm assuming you're using these pillars as kind of partial cover.
Yes.
All right. That leaves the monster and Leia and Wusterion. Leia, I'm going to shoot you twice, and I'm going to shoot Wusterion once. My thugs have multi-attack, which means they make 2 attacks. No, they don't. They don't do that. They have they could do a ranged attack. One's gonna do a ranged attack towards Leia, and the other 2 are gonna run up.
Come over here, you chickens.
Yeah, there we go. Here's what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Right there. No, I can't squeeze there. All right, we're gonna do 2. Nope. He's got the Leia's in a good spot. I can't get to her. All right, we're gonna do one fire attack with one of the weapons starts to spraying towards both Wusterion and Leia, but it's mostly gonna be towards Leia. And then we're gonna do a thug attack, dual attacks on everybody else. Here's for Leia. Does that hit? 10. Does not hit.
Nope.
Wooster, 2 attacks as they're coming up, and they're gonna club you with like their weapons. 1, 2, 15. Does that hit?
Nope.
All right. And then SWAT against Zathras. Zathras, here's 2 of them against you.
Yes. Hit.
23. That hit. For a total of 3, which barely probably does any damage.
It did a point of damage.
All right. Top of the round. It continues to shake, and other things start falling. Other rocks. I need everybody to roll me dexterity saving checks as the ground shifts and other stones and detritus falls down. Dexterity saves. Yes. Roll 13 or better.
Nope.
Oof.
Finally. A natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I was protecting you.
Fantastic. It's increasing in
Intensity.
intensity. 8 damage.
2 hit points left.
2 hit points left. As you get pelted, you can see like you get hit, and the I don't know. It looks bad for you. The camera like all of a sudden like as saying "Staying alive, staying alive."
Oh wait, I could have added that D8 to my saving throw, couldn't I?
Oh yeah.
Unless you
No.
roll an 8.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I would say
That's
that
what it's for.
unless you roll an 8,
Yeah,
It
that's a
wouldn't
good
help.
point. Yeah,
because you
Yeah.
rolled a 5.
point taken.
All right.
Ah, well, balls to the walls. Let's go.
Well, Wusterion, as it happens, it's your turn.
Ah, not enough. Well, that I used my staying alive trying to do that, but nope. My turn. Well.
And remember, you
Second
can also
rocket.
use a bonus action. You could use a healing if you want to.
Oh, I'm using my rocket first, then healing action. Maybe.
Okay.
What the hell are you shooting a rocket at?
Oh,
Now-
just, mm,
I think you may have to, if it's not a 2-hit, I think you may have. What happens when in D&D when you're in melee damage, you cast a spell?
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a good
I would
question.
say disengage as your bonus action.
I can't disengage as a bonus action. That's not
Oh,
my ability. Casting.
It's just disadvantage on ranged attacks. So if it's a ranged attack where you have to do a roll,
Yay!
it's disadvantage. If it's they have to do a thing, then I think you'll be
It's
fine.
just a save for them, so I can actually hit it somewhere in the middle here, and it will hit these two, and this guy, all of them, without hitting any of us.
So do the roll and let's see what happens.
yep. This square right here. Oops. Dang it. That one right there.
So you're tossing an 8 or you're using the same tube?
I just reloaded the rocket.
Got it. And they have to do you already rolled it, right? Okay, there it
Yep.
is. So DC 14.
Yeah, well, the thugs are dead. Even if they
Maybe.
save.
Maybe.
Okay, the thugs are very dead.
Thugs are very dead.
There's this
the
little
golem-
mushroom cloud.
The golem rolls with advantage.
That
Doesn't
didn't
help.
them, though. Oh, 34 more.
34 more. 34. That gives it a total of
Dodge this, you
87.
filthy casual.
He's still standing.
Yeah,
And-
now it's
Ow.
time to take the healing potion.
Yeah, he's still standing. A lot of his bits of his flesh is missing. They're burnt off and black, and both black ooze, that black oilish ooze that you were fucking with the pen,
How much healing
And-
was one of those?
and greenish blood and greenish liquid is like oozing where his blood would be. So it's a combination of oil and that black oil and green, glowing green, that bits all over where he's hurt, and everywhere else is just on fire. So these guys, they're toast.
How much healing was a healing potion?
You have a 2d4 plus 4.
Woohoo! 8 points. I rolled like what minimal? Two and two. I rolled 2 and 2. Yeah.
You rolled 3 and 1 actually.
Ah, okay. Well, it's average then. But I'm back
One.
at 10 hit points. Woohoo!
All right.
Oh, is the big guy dead too?
No.
Oh, because he
Oh,
has an
sorry.
axe through him.
Yeah, my bad. Thank you.
And it's Zathras' turn, right?
Did this guy? What
no,
about this
it's-
guy? Was he in the
Yep,
range as
yep.
well?
All of them.
Yes. He
And
landed it
luckily,
right here.
I mean, so Zathras, you got splattered with bits, and Wusterion and Leia are splattered with bits, but there's still a standing monstrosity, humanoid,
standing.
beefy, beefed up thing. Zathras, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go here, pulling out the battle axe shield and hitting him over the head with it.
You want to hit him once or twice?
I'd like to hit him twice.
Go for it.
Thunk. 18
That hits.
for 14 damage.
Your first attack, you hit him on the head. Doesn't phase him in the least.
Okay, well, I'll hit him again.
That
26.
hits. Roll me some damage.
13.
You put the thing into the skull into it, and when it takes you a bit to pull it out, and black and like that black and greenish ooze like barely starts like appearing, and he's still.
So slashing damage doesn't do much. Okay.
And he's looking at you all with crazy eyes now. That was your action to attack twice,
Mm-hmm.
and your movement bonus action.
Grin evilly. I guess I'll find something better to hit you with next time.
And as you say that, the golem is looking at you, and it's raging now, and it's just blindly, it's on fire. His skull is cracked open. It looks at you, hit the last thing, and it's just going to roll. Now that he's under 40, he's gonna start rolling with advantage, even though he's on fire. So he's gonna go off on you. Here you go. 2 slam attacks with advantage.
They hit.
For a total of 26.
So 13. Ouch.
Veritas, and he's just like keeps on slapping, and you see both his hands from previously were like broken, but it's like he doesn't feel the pain of it, so he's just like slapping with you, and it's you hear the crunch slap as he's continuing. Meanwhile, Veritas, your turn. What's up?
I'm gonna be, doing my daggers.
Interesting.
Roll it.
I did.
11 with advantage. 14. Because yeah, you get advantage on that. Yeah, that hits. Sneak attack.
19.
To be close. Let's see where we're at. 19 plus
So
87.
piercing
is
damage works, but
6.
slashing damage doesn't? Or is it just he just brushed it off because he was raging? Hmm.
106. I won't answer that question yet.
Okay.
106. How do you want to do this? Kill him.
Oh. Not relevant anymore.
Hey. Pulls it out. And she says, die already. And she does her daggers and she's like, come on, come on, come on.
You hit it like in the back of the neck, and it penetrates through its skull, and you just see is there still like slamming down on Zathras, and you just saw some, and from his mouth, just that black blood and that greenish ooze all coming out. His eyes, and he starts falling down onto his like one knee, slowly onto one elbow, and then just like passes down and rolls over on his back. And as his head is suspended on the thing, it's still like his skull is like the weight of it is squeezing in, when all of a sudden it disappears. And then his head just lumps down with a loud thud onto the ground, unmoving.
Any of the
Silence.
other ones still alive? I look
No.
around.
Nah,
Okay.
they're pretty dead.
Okay.
Well,
However-
they're actually ugly dead because they're crisped. They're not pretty at all.
However, multiple explosions in here. Multiple. Area still shaking. There's still stuff falling down in the background. Rocks and things. Something crashes down near here and creates dust in the area. We're out of combat now. What do you want to do?
Leia's going to do cure wounds on Wusterion, so at least there is some help.
Do it. Let me see. Cure wounds. Let me help you out here. Leia.
I think she can only cast it at level 1. I don't think it's go up any higher.
There it is. Cure wounds. Okay. Here we go. What level?
I'm trying to make sure she's actually at that level. Yeah, that can go up higher. What's just my here?
You're at level. You are at level 6, which means that as a bard, at level 6, you could cast at level 3rd. You up to third level as a bard.
Okay, then I'm doing third level.
Okay. So let me show you something. All right. Bring your character sheet up.
It's in there already for me to
No.
cast it.
Bring your character
Yeah.
sheet up. Normally, you see where
She knows how to cast that, by the way. She used it at different levels before.
Okay. Well, roll it. Good. There we go. Okay.
So
For
15.
7.
15 total.
Oh no! But that was at
The
level
higher
1.
level cast. No, the higher level cast part is the 8. The 7 plus 1. The extra 2d8 are there.
Oh, I see. Oh,
a total of
7 plus
15.
1. Level 15. Oh, for a total of 15. There you go. So first thing first, you go up to him and you start wherever you touch, wherever he's been hurt, and instantly the flesh starts healing. Wusterion starts feeling a lot better.
I hit the spot.
Don't die on me again, thank you.
Would be the first time.
That's when she
What's that?
japs him.
Flirt.
Flirt. We both read it at the same time. Flirt. Um,
And you
Well-
see Veritas just in the background, just shaking her head, rolling her eyes.
Shut up, Elf.
And that's the way you talk to me. See if I try and save your life ever again.
Zathras, what's up?
I don't know if the room that was all lit up and or anything like that is any safer than the corridors, but that seems like the logical place to go to. It's probably better protected than these hallways with stalagmites.
Just
On that note, I could use some skills to determine which way to go.
natural 20.
Oh, Jesus.
How is
Stone cutting, yeah. Wowzers. First off, these. You look up, the explosions are shaking things, and it's going to continue for a bit. For this area is at a risk of being blocked off and caved in on. You have maybe anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes of time.
the problem is we
Spend it
got
wisely.
teleported in here and don't have anybody to teleport us out.
We do have the extra long range rocket talkies to ask for a teleportation out.
But
We tend to
wouldn't,
do.
wouldn't somebody have to come here to teleport us out?
It's magic. I don't gotta explain shit.
Also,
No,
also,
no.
also, time out, guys. Also,
Okay.
Wusterion, I think the water pathway fallen. You get a sense as well that you could either return from where you came from, and go the opposite way, which is up, or if you follow the water pathway, you know that a lot of these water pathways reach different areas that they feed things, but they're also safe to travel down.
Around these parts, the waterways are safe. You could just float down the river to safety.
Okay, but we've got 10 to 30 minutes. I still want to
Right.
know what's in that damn room.
Okay, then run. I'm gonna go grab some of the samples.
Okay,
So
I-
both of you roll me. Who wants to go? Was Sterling going by himself, or who's going with what? We're splitting up, or what?
well, is Wooster's coming with me if he wants more samples?
Is that the samples you mean, or what samples?
Oh wait, I already took the samples I needed from there, so yeah, I'll just follow him.
Okay, everybody rushes into the room. Let's go ahead and take it off of the battle map, and I'll take it back to, at least for us, to show. Whoa, what's going on? At least for us to show where we are at on the map. Back from here to there. Good. Super. All right.
Good
You get to to where you were at. There is more of this iridium stuff. They're like similar setup, very similar setup to what you saw in the jail cell, where they were running experiments on people. This has that same feel. There's even a more of a luxury cage or a resting area, and recent signs of being fed, where this monstrosity we're staying at and are being experimented on. But there's crates and barrels. There is scientific equipment. Roll me investigation with advantage because the entire group is here and is helping you.
Was that the one you're good at there, Wusterion?
Well, I'm gonna go and grab some samples of iridium they have there.
Was investigation the one you're good at?
Yes.
Then roll.
Yeah, let's see how much. Oh, what?
Advantage didn't help at
12.
all.
The thing is, that's what you see, but also the explosion fucked everything up. The samples, broken bottles, it's all intermixed. The things are scattered across. It messed things up badly. There is very little useful material of things that is useful, but you see signs of everything else but it's just broken. And collecting samples there'll only be so much that you could get.
Is there anything fancy looking?
Every
Because I'm not your scientific intelligence type. I just want to see if there's anything fancy looking I can take with myself. Okay.
You're gonna have to roll a perception check or an investigation check for you.
Oh, well, it's only two different.
There's on a 12. I mean, there's some nice bottles, a few metals trays where things were stacked on, scientific, that they're some scuffed. There's electronics that are clearly broken, but to your alien mind, they look cool.
Okay, electronics that look cool. I don't care if they're broken. I can't tell that they're broken.
There you go.
I'll take those.
Some plastic thing with wires, and it's painted god awfully colors, almost like military spec colors.
Ooh, okay, I'll take that too.
All right. Also, being blown out is this little corridor here. Actually, no, that's destroyed because of that roll of an investigation check. Didn't even hit a 13. No, that's not there. So
we're gonna have to go back the hard way to get to the
yeah, you're gonna have to go back
way.
the hard way. You came here, you investigated it. You could clearly see that the gist of it is they're building smarter and better super soldiers, and there's still experimenting with stuff here.
But there's no evidence of they're actually mining iridium here. They're just using it.
So far, you haven't seen where it comes from here, but you have a lot of, I don't know, maybe in some of the stuff that you brought if you take some notebooks or notes back with you, maybe.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Wusterion.
Yes.
No. I mean, you also have choices of that.
Right.
There's stuff here and there's stuff in the other room that you saw.
So
let's just say that with evidence, you grab a bunch of stuff as you're leaving, and you're like just grabbing what you can. This looks important. This looks important, and you're all rushing out of here. As by the way, I want to, while you're here, I'm supposed to be making you roll again because stuff keeps falling. So why don't you roll me right now dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good. I get +1, so it's a 5.
Finally.
Got it.
So
I'm too close to the ground.
13 or above get 4. Everybody else gets 2 damage as they're being specced as stuff like on occasion will slam down.
The other way around, by the way.
Sure.
13,
yes.
13 and below, or no, below 13, take 4. Okay.
Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you. All right, but eventually you may.
That'll teach you to make a saving throw.
What else do you
Is this bludgeoning damage, by the way?
Yes,
no,
it actually is.
Except
your
I think it's been more than a minute, so
yeah, it's way worn down.
Yeah.
Wusterion, and anybody else? Anything else you want to do before you exit from here?
No, time to get out.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of is, I don't know, this area up here looks like it's iridium, but we don't have time. Just because it's purple. I don't know.
And one of the choices, I mean, it's already blocked off with. There's already rocks blocking off most of that section now.
Okay.
It's almost like the video game where it's intentionally blocking off different
Yes.
and forcing you like through different choices.
So our choices are water or going up. But if we go up, we might as well radio in and see if there's somebody that can track us.
Make choices quick, because I'm gonna have you rolling in the next few minutes.
These are the options: either up or down.
I'd rather
or
take the
TV,
waterway.
Water.
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 Oh,
All
it is.
right. Let's do some saves as we exit out of here. As both
Once
things
they
are
jump
climbing
in,
down.
I go upwards.
No, don't do that.
I have books that don't need to get wet.
You really wanna take
He wants to fly.
you've got them safe, dude. You've got them in
Okay, fine.
stuff. You got them in stuff. I wouldn't worry about that thematically. If that's your concern, don't worry about it. All right. So we're gonna do some challenges to escape out of here. It's gonna be really easy because Wusterion knows this place. So a 10 or above is the limit. I want a group three successes of trying to get out of here. You get into the water and it's cold. So Constitution saves or Constitution. We could ask for a Constitution saving throw or some no. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's do that instead of a thing. Let's do some Constitution saves as you get into the water and it's cold and it's pushing you and moving you all over the area. So we're gonna see how tired this makes you.
Oh,
Speed
Jesus.
up if anything.
Okay, as long as they don't roll 1, 2, or 3.
Wusterian's only like that due to the fact he's not fully healed.
Wusterion gets advantage because he knows these areas really well, and this is not his first time on this. Plus, of who he is. Okay.
I got some dirty bonuses.
Yeah.
He brought his floaties with him.
Not bad. Everybody does fine. Okay, so it's cold and cramped as the camera shows you escaping out of there, but eventually it fades out of that and into another area that lights up where there's miners and working and there's like a whole thing. I'm like, hey, who's here? Hey, bring some help, bring some help. And as you guys are coming out, beat up, tired, wet, sogged, and a few of you bleeding in different areas. And they're coming up with like blankets and lights and miners, different the dwarf population here is overwhelming. And they're very,
that
very wanting to
smell.
help out. So as they're like putting blankets and warm stuff and dragging you out of the water, the camera shifts. Let's just cut back to the resolution and going back to debrief with the Arcana Pontifical.
The dwarves weren't mining iridium, were they?
No. Well, we fade into the
Okay.
thing in both Jayla and Allura are there as well. And the debrief. Well, what paperwork you did bring by seems to confirm our suspicions that that area was being mined for. We suspect was a main source for iridium there. Interesting. It's a shame that you couldn't bring back more information on where they're taking it to. We're still digging through it. We have memories, but I'm being told it'll be weeks before we could access that area again. But anything else that you'd like to report in person that's not on the actual report?
I found some shiny things.
Yes, we saw that. You can keep that.
Oh, thank you. Shiny things. How do I put that in my
Leia, if you don't want to be here, that's cool too.
Leia had tipped out.
Yeah, you're not here in the debrief, and so it's
Nope.
Veritas, Wusterion, and Zathras.
Well, isn't the teleportation room right beside this room? So wouldn't Leia have been here anyway?
No.
This is debrief. This is just some time in the future.
Oh, okay.
By this point, it's time is nebulous. It could be hours, could be a couple days. We've gone over the paper, whatever evidence and things, clues that you have, and we have confirmation, but no. We still have no idea of who's using them, what this group is, who they are, how they're aiding, or where their destination or paths were. I was hoping you could tell me a bit about the creature that you encountered.
It was hard to kill. More
How
so
so?
than any. It seemed like it didn't really feel anything. I mean, you could hear the broken bones in the hands, and it didn't care that his hands were broken, that it was should have been in pain, and it wasn't deterring it at all.
Interesting.
Even when it was on fire.
From the reports that you said, the fire was effective in at least distracting them and making them worse. This type of creature appears to have disadvantage on any attacks whenever it is on fire, or even saves. So fire is a good weapon to use against him. Noted. What about regular weaponry? Magical? What other magics did you use?
It didn't seem to have much of an effect when I hit it with 2 rather large blows with my battle axe. It might have damaged it, but it certainly didn't seem to notice it. But so slashing not so good, piercing seemed to work.
Okay. Very well. Thank you as usual. Well, things stay nearby and at the ready. Activity is increasing. Wusterion can be paid again as per usual deal. And please, and I'll contact you when we have something else for you.
Right?
Once again,
You know where to
Veritas.
reach me.
Once again, thank you for your assistance. Were you able to recognize anything? Were these ex-members of yours? Any clues?
No clues.
Insight
And
check. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Continue. No, I'm inciting you. I'm inciting. Anyways, continue.
No, I
These-
didn't see any of my normal people there. Most of the workers, it appears, have already left from, when I was looking at the area where the working parts are, where they were doing their experiments, and it doesn't look like it looks like they finished what they were experimenting on, because the cages were empty and everything. But with regards to indications that it was my people, no.
Did you recognize their group? The description is daunting. Well armed, a mix of dirty technology as well as their own. How was their battle prowess? The humans that you did encounter, or
They were flammable. We fired them from their job.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
I see. Well, we'll be looking in for more answers. In the meantime, be vigilant. I think things are afoot. And with that, we'll close out today's episode.
We lived. Wusterion mostly.
Yeah, Wooster, mostly.
We almost had a re-roll the character towards the end.
So let's see what you guys want for a little after scene vignettes if you want them.
And somehow Wusterion survived.
We want candy because it's the Halloween episode.
So how about this for a vignette scene? Allura is just walking with Jayla. I think things are increasing and it worries me. I want you to have a lot of the group ready to go, a lot of our actives called in. I want everybody in the standby. We get to a front door and we recognize this door as the viewing room. When it opens, it's dark. There's a little bit of a light, there's a globe. And as Allura is walking in, you can clearly see Irina there with Chance. And as Jayla is about to walk in, Allura says, "Sorry, level 10 clearance only past this point."
Oh, so we're now level 10? Oh, no.
Irina, Allura walks up to Irina, who's in mid concentration, and sweat's pouring down. She's like, it's really intense, and you could seriously, I'm still looking, and Allura walks up to Chance. How's she doing? Has she found what? Have you been able to do any? Has there been any progress in finding in your search?
What are we searching for again?
Any clues of Exxon? You're penetrating past a way to penetrate past into the helm, into different realms. You're testing out pockets
into the Fey realm. Or
any realms.
Any realms. Okay. I don't know. Has there been any progress?
I'm asking you.
Yes. Okay.
And as tell me more. And as we say that, we see Irina looking into the globe, and she's testing things. But tell me what you found. What you think you found, Zathras or Chance?
She has some peculiar powers that I'm not familiar with, but they do let her see beyond the veil of one realm to another. It's if I'm looking with her, I don't see anything as anywhere near as clearly or as clearly at all when she's looking. I can only make out bits and pieces. Just making this up on the fly.
This is fantastically perfect and fits in exactly with the theme that I've been going for. So you're doing fantastic.
Okay.
Yes. Keep that information to yourself. That's still on a need-to-know basis.
I did see a box of donuts though. In the Fey realm.
I want donuts, actually. Thank you for keep mentioning it, because now before I go to
that's
the
a
show,
reference to way back, even before Chance
The
came
Fey
around.
realm being the dirt realm.
Yes, Fey realm is Earth from here.
it still bothers me that there's that there's still a possible threat there. And but she lays her hand on Irina's shoulder. Girl, show me hell. And as you see, Irina goes, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to. It's."
It's okay, Rita. It's okay. You can do it. We're here to help.
Her eyes turn black, completely void, that oily black thing, and the music turns very scary and spooky. A lot of the high shrieking violins. The camera looks in the background you hear just noise, and it's sounds both like roller coaster people, like you can't tell if it's people screaming in pleasure or in pain. There's still, it's that audio noise of like in between people being tortured and people on a roller coaster going yay woo as it's going, and it's just loud, and you can see the like Irina, her face is turned perfectly stoic and her voice changes. Moving forward past the view, here's what I see. And it's just reddish, and the room is just red, and Allura is looking in. They're gathering their forces. And that's where we'll fade out, with just the brightly red lit face of Allura looking down into the globe.
By the way, donuts in the Fey realm acted as healing potions.
Ah,
All the sugar.
Yep.
It did some cool stuff. There we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. How old is Irina? She's in her teens now, probably mid-teens, 15, 16,
How is it spelled?
13. Irina.
I-R-I-N-A.
Irina.
Type it in the chat.
There you go.
Huh.
All right.
Sorry, I have to do what Wooster said. Like it in the chat.
No. You typed IT, not it.
That's it. That's it.
ha 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 ha.
No, it is lowercase. IT is capital one.
Well,
So
I
Wooster
hope...
is right. You did say IT instead of it.
I am technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Why does she have to meet a boy?
I actually have a side story on that. If Carl's wanted to go adventure that way.
Not yet. Maybe
Thank
in the
you,
post
Froggy.
portions.
Exactly,
And-
Froggy.
But it is
She'll
statistically
be-
more likely
she
that
may
it
be
is a boy.
featured in the
Yes,
next
statistically,
adventures.
yeah.
I'm gonna call this the Gentleman Saga or the Excellence. I don't know. I think the Gentleman because of
The
Veritas.
gentle Exxon.
The Gentleman
are we
Saga.
Gentle
Anyway,
Are
so
we
there's
going-
more.
Gentleman.
There's more stuffs past this. What's that, Veritas? What's that, Zoe?
Is that are we going to be having a session next week, or did we decide that we are
Yeah,
not?
we're gonna take a break next week.
We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
Just because we want to. No other
Yeah,
reason.
because we've been playing for a while, and creatively, this one I pulled out of my butt last minute. I had a different thing, but we're gonna save the two-parter ending for later.
My
I hope
question,
you all
When
enjoyed
Mac
this.
is here.
my question is, when are you not doing that?
Pulling stuff out of your butt.
Oh yeah. Well, there's still a lot of room in there? There's still a lot of stuff in there? I don't know.
Well, actually, when he eats lots of beans, it flows better, so he doesn't have to pull it out.
Head cannon go bird.
Aww.
Anyway, I do believe I have a workplace to go to, so
Okay.
You work? What?
unfortunately, streaming still doesn't pay my bills, so
Sorry.
Not yet.
not yet.
Someday.
Maybe.
I've
Someday.
been I've been paying you for 27 months and now I find out?
It pays the bills of the channel, but not mine. Well,
Froggy's
some of
doing
the bills
better.
of the channel.
Froggy's been sub for 30 months.
Okay. Well,
Well-
it is. I do have my Kodachrome I'm going to see with my boys, and I'm working as an usher for. So I have to basically say goodbye.
You know, we say instead of goodbye, we say it in Spanish because in Spanish you say like bonus nachos.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Bonus nachos,
Yeah,
everybody.
nachos.
Bonus nachos,
Bonus nachos.
everybody.